And we all know from the movies how spooky cornfields can get, especially after dark. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn, actually the killer corn wasn't attacking, but
the mosquitoes eating us alive.
And we all know from the movies how spooky cornfields can get, especially after dark. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn, actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but the mosquitoes eating us alive. Some of you were very close. Most of you completely missed it, but some of you were very, very close. I was very happy. Okay. And we all know from the movies.
And we all know from the movies how spooky cornfields can get.
How spooky cornfields can get.
How spooky cornfields can get, especially after dark.
Especially after dark.
Especially after dark. Especially after dark. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn.
When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn. Yeah, that's weird, huh? So this, I'm sure, is a new word for many of you, and maybe this too. This word, we say demonic, but we also say demonic. So both pronunciations are fine. I'm going to guess demonic. I'm going to guess d with a schwa is more common, but she absolutely says demonic corn, okay? Cone, corn. Cone, corn. So when we do the cone, this is confusing. I know it's cone, corn. You have to catch that R. So obviously, inside the mouth. There we go. These are your lower teeth, your upper teeth. When we do the O, the tongue is basically down here. It's like this. O. You know, maybe it's like this, but anyway, that's the O. Now, this is the N position right here. This is the N position, touching. So, cone. And the tongue touches. Cone, right? But when we do the R, this is the N and this is the R. Not touching, but it's got to be firm. Okay, your muscle, the tongue muscle needs to be firm. So let's just do C-O-R. Corn. And then the tongue goes in and touches for the N. So corn. You can hear that difference, right? And you got to catch the R. It's in a cornfield. Corn. How spooky cornfields can get. I'm sorry. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn. Whoops. What did I do?
When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn.
Demonic corn.
When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn. Actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but...
Actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but... Canceled out that T. Excuse me. I'm dying. Wasn't attacking, but... And now we get to that call.
Actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but...
The mosquitoes eating us alive.
The mosquitoes... She does that. The mosquitoes eating us alive. Eating us. Oh, we know this sound. This is a stop T right to the end, like mountain, hitting, eating. So we come here to the T, eat, and this position is the same position as the N. So we need to do a glottal stop back here. We can do a frontal stop. Either stop doesn't matter, but put your tongue there. Eat. And put your tongue there, do a glottal. Eat. Doesn't matter if you do a frontal stop. I recommend frontal stop because it's easy because everything is right here. Okay? So just go there. Eat. Eat. And that's what she says. Listen.
The mosquitoes eating eating us alive. The mosquitoes eating us alive.
The mosquitoes eating us alive. The mosquitoes eating us alive.
The mosquitoes eating us alive. Eating us alive. Eating us alive. Eating us alive.
Yeah, eating us alive. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mosquitoes are most active towards the end of the day. Like right now. Well, for me, it's a little bit dark already. But if I go out right now, especially to my garden, there's 10 million mosquitoes there. I have to put lots of spray repellent on me. And I got to put it everywhere because the mosquitoes will find the place where you don't have repellent and they will bite you. There are millions of mosquitoes out there. I hate them. I'm afraid of them. No, I'm not afraid, but I don't like them. But yeah, they will eat you alive. That's what she's saying. This killed almost everybody 2 times. And we all know from the movies, Children of the Corn, how spooky, how scary cornfields can get. Yes, if you've never been in a cornfield, a regular field, trust me, even without a movie, if you go into a cornfield, it can get scary. Seriously, it can get scary because you get lost and you have no idea and the corn is pulling you and you're nervous and you start getting scared and you start getting, oh, what's going to happen? Especially after dark. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn. And once again, to fall into the clutches of means something grabs you. Something grabs you. And like I said, I'm not joking. If you're walking in a cornfield, those corn leaves will pull. It's like they're grabbing you. Okay? It's going to take you and kill you. Now, is it not clatches? Good. This is a clatch of dirt. And in America, this is British English, they say clatch. But in America, we say clump, C-L-U-M-P, a clump of dirt. It's just dirt. If you crush it, it becomes dirt. It's not a rock, okay? But again, this word, it's a great question by Alex. It's clatch, and this is clutch. So the pronunciation is different. And the clutch is this, to grab you. And a clatch is dirt. That if you squeeze the dirt, it would all become just regular dirt, okay? Demonic, once again, the devil is in the corn. Very scary. The killer corn. Actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but what was attacking? The mosquitoes eating us alive. Yeah. So right now, it's August of 2022. And the mosquitoes know that the end of summer is here, and I don't know, they're more active. And mosquitoes, for some reason, love plants in general. I have a garden. If I go to my garden, especially now at night, in an instant, I would have 100 mosquitoes on me. Maybe 1,000 mosquitoes on me. They're everywhere. So the best time to go into my garden is in the morning when the mosquitoes are sleeping, I guess. But even in the morning, I have to put mosquito spray on because they're everywhere. They love thick plants, lots of plants. So they're in the corn too. And once again, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m., mosquitoes go crazy at that time. That's their big feeding time. So this woman, her child, her 3-week-old baby and husband are in the cornfield at night. Mosquitoes are biting him constantly. So terrible. Okay, we had another great question. What's the difference between can and could?
And we all know from the movies how spooky cornfields can get, especially after dark. When you fall into the clutches of demonic corn, actually the killer corn wasn't attacking, but
The mosquitoes eating us alive.
and we all know from the movies how spooky cornfields can get, especially after dark. when you fall into the clutches of demonic corn. Actually, the killer corn wasn't attacking, but
the mosquitoes eating us alive.